Let's go now to Bruce Hawker. He is a special counsel at Fitzpatrick and Co Advisory. Bruce, normally we're joined by Kerry Chikarovsky. She's away for a week or two, but your reaction to Matt Kean's appointment as the chair of the Climate Change Authority?
I think it's a very good appointment, Kieran. The fact that Matt Kean has always been somebody from the Liberal side of politics who's got a very sensible approach to renewables and to climate change generally means that the Climate Change Authority now is going to have somebody who has got background in a Liberal government, but is also advising a Labor federal government. I think that's all really good news for that authority, and I think it goes to show also how far Matt Kean is now from what is the mainstream view in the Liberal federal leadership about renewables versus nuclear. Clearly, renewables are on the outer, and I guess Matt Kean must have felt that he would be on the outer for a long time while the federal party under Dutton pursues the nuclear option.
Now, how does the federal opposition react to this, do you think, in terms of, as a political advisor yourself over many years, would you say you want to keep a lid on this, not make it such a big story and take down Mr. Kean and just get on with it?
Yeah, I think there will be people at the leadership level who just will kick the can down the road a bit and not want to talk about it at all. But you will get some outspoken types, probably in the National Party, who will have some choice words to say about his decision to go down this path. And I think, again, that just reflects the fact that Matt Kean has always had a very sensible and progressive attitude towards renewables, as was shown when he was Treasurer and Energy Minister in the New South Wales government. But even then, he tended to be out of step with a lot of what was going on at a state level as well. And so I think for him, it will be a relief to be able to serve in an area where his views can be expressed objectively and be listened to by a pretty receptive audience in the federal government. I think he'd be looking forward to this appointment.
We're going to be watching the reaction in question time closely, but I know that you've had a few days now to mull over the announcement by Peter Dutton of the reaction to it of the nuclear plan. How will it play out politically in your view? Is there a window here for Peter Dutton to make ground by saying this is about taking pressure off people? I want to take pressure off people's cost of living.
Well, he can say that, but of course, when you look at the kilowatt hours that it will cost to buy your energy under nuclear compared to renewables, that argument is completely false. It's up to around $320 per kilowatt hour for nuclear, as against between $90 and $120 for renewables, wind and solar. So I think what we will see now is a serious debate around the facts. And as long as the debate is really confined to the facts and as much emotion as possible can be removed from the debate, I think Labor's on the winning side, because that sort of evidence just goes to show you that the purpose behind going down the nuclear route is in part about just trying to keep an argument alive about how we should be sticking with carbon and coal and oil and so forth. And that's not really an argument that's going to cut it with the industry, with progressive voters in the community, but it might have some impact on people in regional Australia, as we're seeing from some polling now, people who don't really like the idea of having wind farms and solar panels in their electorate. So this is where the dividing area is going to be between the two parties and the two arguments. is this an emotional argument or is this a fact-based argument? I think if Labor sticks to the facts, then they're going to be in a pretty strong position.
Yeah.
You know, for example, we're not going to see nuclear power plants until close to 2040. They're going to cost much more than renewables to provide energy. These are the sorts of arguments that Labor has to push out.